Goodness. Oh, goodness. Are we here? Are we live? Or is everything working? Gabby. My computer has been just crazy. Somebody let me know we're transmitting. You can see me and hear me and all that good stuff. Well, private mode sees me. Hey, private mode, good to see you. Hello, Paulette, good to see you. Hello, Happy Mac, good to see you. Happy Mac sees you as good. Thank you very much. Hey, how you like that? That's what you get. Whoop, that's what you get shelling corn without putting a piece of tape on it. Hello, Jola. But it's rained here all day long, just about it. And it has got down very cool. I actually put on this evening a pair of long pajamas type things. We sit around the house in our pajamas. And I'll probably put socks on here in a little all night. But it's been very cool here today. Rainy and cool. Let's see who else is in here. Julie. Hello, Julie. Mariposa, good evening. And Mariposa's under a flash flood warning. Well, that's not good. I hope everyone's had a good day. We got 20 in a room and 9 likes. Throw some of them thumbs up there for us if you don't care. We'd appreciate that. Send some cool weather to Florida. And Melinda, hello there. Melinda says, did you get time to look at Brian's drawings? I didn't get anything in an email on that, Melinda, unless it's just now come through because I had to reboot my computer. It was hanging up.
I had it on my news, some kind of news.
Oh, no. I don't know. Sandy said it was something on the news. Okay. No, I hadn't seen it. Woman behind the scenes. She is the woman behind the scenes. I try to get her in front of the scenes on the camera, but she just won't do it. I try to get her to sit right here beside me, but she just won't get on the camera. To come pick her up in a boat. Oh, well, that's not good. Happy. Cooler in Alabama. Thank you, Melinda. Coming over clear. Flash floods in northwest Indiana. Yes, God is good, Carol. Amen. Well, I'm glad you got a good report from your doctor. Prayers do come true. Hello, Karen from Tennessee. And Jennifer, good to see you. Southwest Missouri, she's one of those Ozark girls. Clarissa, good to see you. Here, kitty, kitty, I have treats. You must have seen the white cat in the video too. And Anna from Washington State. It's good to see everybody. Guys, we're only going to be just a short video this evening, but I did want to mention a couple of things. I'm going to say a couple of things about what the title of the video was about, and then we'll mention a couple of other things. Let me grab something right here. I meant to have this up. I tell you, sometimes when you're trying to do stuff, minutes, because we're going to start trying to do this several times a week in the evenings, just do some short lives like this for 30 minutes. If there's topics you want to talk about, just let us know. It can't be a big long topic, but We'll try to cover some of this stuff in about 30 minutes time, and I'll have stuff of my own to talk about. And again, I've not done anything live on locals or done any actual videos over there in a little bit. I've been putting some links that I found very interesting and things that I thought was informative over there that we found. I've got to try to get that caught back up very soon. But we're going to start doing a live here and then go over there and do a live sometimes, not all the time, because like I say, we only have like 5 lives we can do a month over there. But anyway, if you guys know of things that you would like to talk about about prep or whatever it might be, it don't have to be about prepping, it can be about whatever. But this evening, let's talk about this guy. His name is Brian Laundrie, I think. And her name.
I don't know why mine keeps doing that. I don't know if anybody else has. Okay.
Okay. Did you find it?
It was kind of like it was froze and then it came on again.
Okay. Well, and let me get it pulled up here real quick. Gabby Petito. That said the coroner ID'd the remains, and she was ID'd really quick, so she wasn't so decomposed that she couldn't be identified because they did that fast. And he said that the coroner said that this was a homicide victim. So he saw something in his findings that made him think that she had been killed by an outside source. She hadn't died a natural death. We don't know what happened. We know that there was a report filed, and was it Utah? Somebody filed a report and said that they saw them fighting, and him and her was fighting down the sidewalk, and he had punched her and she had punched him, and they said she had seen him punching him in the face and all this stuff, and then the law pulled him over on the side of the road or found him sitting on the side of the road, whichever.
She was punching him in the arm and he slapped her in the face.
Okay, he was punching her in the arm and he slapped her in the face. Obviously, they had a volatile relationship. Those never turn out well, whether anybody gets killed or just hurt or whatever. Those never turn out well. But they found him on the side of the road, and she spent the night in a motel, and he stayed in the van. And obviously, they fought each other. It was more than likely it was a two-way street there with the fighting. People like that are volatile like that. We've seen it before. I have, and Sandy has. And we don't know what went on behind closed doors. We don't know what was said behind closed doors. We don't know the whats and the whys. We just know she was found, and it was a homicide, according to the coroner. Now, we don't know if she was strangled. We don't know if she was hit in the head with a rock. We don't know what took place. We just know that she was left out there. They drove 2,000 miles to the Grand Tetons, and in her van, and they drove her van back to Florida without her. We know that much. Those things we do know. And they found her out there in Wyoming, dead, apparently had been killed, according to the coroner. Well, before they found her, when he came back with her van on a 4,000 mile round trip, and he came back without her, and nobody could find her, her phone wasn't working, and they left together. And then the police says, well, he's a person of interest. Well, who else would be a person of interest is my question. Who else would have been a person of interest? Because he wouldn't even speak to them. The family wouldn't speak to the police. So all he was a person of interest. Well, what happened to suspects? Is this a new politically correct term that the law uses for suspects? Is person of interest? They're not allowed to say suspects anymore or something? I don't know. But here's the deal with me. This whole thing, the whole deal with me is this. Because we don't know what took place in Wyoming. Don't have any clue. We don't know. And we may never know. My issue is when he came back with that van and the law said this is a person of interest. And then they let him slip away and was gone for 3 to 4 days before they even knew he was gone. When they talked to his mother on a Friday, she said, well, the last time we saw him was on a Tuesday. We took him down there and dropped him off to go hiking in the Everglades.
I think he's,
or the swamps or wherever it was at. Well, he was gone for 3 or 4 days before the law even knew it. Well, if you've got a person of interest in a murder case or in a missing persons case, it was missing persons up to that time. But if you've got a person of interest or a suspect in a missing persons case, would you not have surveillance on them? Would the county sheriff or the city police chief or the FBI, whoever is in charge of that down there, would you not have surveillance on that house in the front and the back so you could watch him to make sure he didn't leave? Because it was obvious he didn't want to talk to the law. That made him, to me, suspicious from the start. Why would you not monitor that house and let him slip out from under you like that? Now, my opinion is he's not in a swamp. I don't think he's in a swamp. He's been gone for 3 or 4 days. If they find him, and they may never find him, if they find him, it will be, in my opinion, in a foreign country. He's not going to hang around if he's killed that girl. And his family has helped him get out of the way. There's just too much going on with this stuff here and it makes me wonder if the family knows somebody there in the county that will keep their heads turned long enough for this to happen. You can't help but wonder this stuff. How in the world could this ever happen that he could have got out and got away and been gone for 3 or 4 days without anybody knowing it? Isn't that crazy? I'm telling you, oh my goodness. The stuff that people have to do and put up with in this world today with law enforcement. And I'm not against law enforcement. It's just that I've seen so much of this stuff, just like in Australia. If y'all have been watching any of these videos coming in from Australia, I've got some friends over there that are posting videos. Homestead Aus. You want to check out their videos? Watch some of those videos over there. Raw footage of what's going on in Australia. And the police over there are pure tyrants. They are destructive, bullying, tyrannical maniacs. They are proud to stomp on people and knock them down and beat them. They take pride in that. They have got people in their ranks that if you'll watch these videos, they've got people that they have placed in their ranks that thrive on that. And if you'll watch them, sometimes when you'll see them making an arrest, there'll be 1 or 2 come from way back in the back of the police. Boy, they'll come running through so they can run in there and jump in on top of them and grind their knees into them and grind their heels, their boots in on them. They've got people like that to incite the police to make them like what they are. That's what they want. And that's just not good. But anyway, how that the law could sit here and let this man get gone like that is inexcusable, in my opinion. I think the parents of this young lady should have been able to expect a better from the law enforcement down there. That's what I think. And it just makes me wonder if they didn't have somebody that they know somebody somewhere. If I was innocent, if I'd been somewhere like that and something had happened, why didn't he call from out there? Why didn't he call from out there and say, we've got into it, she fell, whatever might have happened. We don't know what happened. But why didn't he call from out there? You know, it makes you think that he probably killed her, what it makes you think. And I don't know that he did, but it makes you think that. When people had things like that, it makes you suspicious of them. But anyway, and I know, and it's like I said, I'm not beating up the police. I have a first cousin that was a police sergeant for years. a very good man. And we have a lot of very good policemen out here in our country. I know that. And I appreciate the good ones, and I detest the bad ones. So, but it's a mix, but just a peddler's mix, no matter what you get into anymore. It's just like the doctors of today. They take that Hippocratic oath. It means nothing to many of them. They don't care. They care less as long as they get their money, a lot of them. So you have to watch that too. But anyway, I think they should have been watching him. I think they should have had surveillance front and back of the house, all the way around the house, where they could have seen him and watched him and made sure that he didn't leave the house. But for whatever reason, they didn't. But anyway, that's the gist of that. And I'm just curious what you think, because I don't think they're going to find him in a swamp. There was an article that said that the police said that they think they'll either find him in a swamp or he'll commit suicide, is what the police said they think. Well, I think that's hogwash. I think that's complete hogwash.
Thing is, people see it, know his face, and don't know if he could get far enough.
Yeah, and there was one of these private detectives that said that with the way people are wearing face masks today, he said that this guy could have put on his face mask and got on a plane and got out of the country without any problem whatsoever. So it would have been a pretty easy thing for him to do that. To leave the country wearing a face mask, because that's just what, that's what our country's become. So I feel sorry for the parents of the young lady. I hate that they had that kind of relationship, that it came to that. But this is another good lesson for us as older people, that we could maybe help with our young kids, our small kids. Use this as an example, not to shame anybody, but to show them what can happen when you get into a volatile relationship with somebody, that you need to get out of it. You don't need to stay in a volatile relationship, because it doesn't matter. People can lose their temper, and that's just not good. Yeah. But anyway, we don't know where he's at. They don't know where he's at. And then they act like they took the word of the mother, the parents, who said they had dropped him off in the swamp. And so they spent days searching that swamp. And it's just crazy. I think it's all just crazy. Something's not right. There is something not right with this whole thing. Yeah. I don't know what it is, but there's something not right. I hope it eventually comes out, but I don't know if it will or not. Well, Wendy, you're probably right. Neither one of them probably never knew Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior. People don't act like that if they have a relationship with the Lord. They don't go around in a continual fight and scratch, and I know they had good times because there was pictures of that and stuff. But yeah, those kind of things don't happen. People who love the Lord Jesus Christ don't go around doing stuff like that. But anyway, let's see where we're at here. I wanted to mention some stuff to you now, and get you to post some stuff. I'd like for you to post some stuff in the comments after this is over, because we've just about used up our time here. We've got about 10 minutes left. But there was a comment I saw today about preppers and alcohol, and some ways to use alcohol. And I've talked about having alcohol in your medicine cabinet in times past, but we've never really went into anything on how to use alcohol outside of making some tinctures with it, or maybe dressing a wound. And I'd like to talk about that a little bit more. We've got 10 minutes here to talk about it. And for those of you that have been able to do this before and had experience with it, know that alcohol is, basically a natural medicine as far as that goes. People have used it in cough syrups and all kinds of things. I've heard some of you all on here talk about using it in tincture form to make medicines like that with. And I would like to know. I'd like to have some of your recipes that you use that is tested and tried. I know I can get online and find a lot of stuff, but people post all kinds of stuff, and a lot of times they just post something they'll say found online when you find this stuff online. But I know a lot of you all actually make this stuff, and I'd like to have some of your recipes and how you make it. If you make tinctures with alcohol like vodka or rum or stuff like that, or if you make medicines out of it of some kind, I'd like to know how you use it, because I would like to get some of that stuff put back for me and Sandy, because I think we're going to come into a time eventually that medicines are going to be hard to get, especially once the FDA starts regulating vitamins and things like that. Who knows what's going to happen next? I mean, it's just, we don't have any idea. We don't have any idea what's coming down the line. That's the problem. We've still got these ships out here on the West Coast. That's another thing I've stated about a little bit. I'd like your opinion on this too. We've got over 60 ships out there, 61, 62 ships now sitting there with containers on them. Thousands and thousands of containers sitting out there on the ocean. You know, some of them, one of them ships can hold 1,000 containers, easy. Yeah. And if there's 61 of these ships in the bay out there, and up the coast up to Washington, and they've got 1,000 containers averaging each, that's, you know, that's a lot of containers. 61 ships, 61,000. Is that what that is? 1,000 per container? Yeah. No. Yeah, it is. But anyway, I mean, can you imagine how much product is out there? And they say because of a lack of workers? I'm beginning to wonder if that's the case. I'm beginning to wonder if that it may be sitting there intentionally. I don't know what this bunch got in mind, but it's not good. I'll tell you that right now. They've got something in mind going on with this. It's just not right for this to stay out there that long. Let's see where we was at here. I wish my great uncle was still with us. He was a genius with natural medicines. Can't keep hard liquor in my house. Make perfume. Yeah, that was another thing I'd seen. Somebody said that they used it for like even underarm deodorant, that they used it to spritz clothing with, to get odors out of shoes with, and just different things like that. And I was just curious if you guys actually use any of this and do any of those things. Fire starter. I had seen somebody mention that they had used a fire starter. Yep. And good afternoon, Diana, by the beach. Hello, Tracy. And Anna. Let's see if I've missed anybody up through here. There's Anna again. Said trade for goods. Ann Cassidy. Hello, Ann Cassidy. Amy, good to see you. Tracy, good to see you. Life with Bobby, good to see you. Kathy, hello, Kathy. It's good to see you. And Tana. I'm just want to say hi to everybody and not miss anybody if I can keep from it. And Tracy, hello. And let's see right here real quick. Let me see. I was going to ask Kathy. Yes. Hello, Kathy Nowak. Kathy, would you like to be an administrator in here? Would you mind being one in our live feeds? You can make creams and everything using vodka and flower petals from your garden and olive oil. Do you have recipes for that, Melinda? If you do, send them to me in an email if you don't mind.
It's just kind of like a moderator.
And help Betty, a moderator, huh? What'd I say? Just like that. Kathy, you're now moderator. And you can, if people get in here and start talking crazy, you can just block them or delete the conversations.
Because of the extra days, you know.
Yeah, because of the extra days we're going to be putting in. We're going to be putting in more days, and that way if somebody can't make it, maybe we'll have at least one moderator in the evenings. Yeah. He's been added to the FBI's most wanted. How about that, Alex? I like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one guy, most wanted, the one that had that most wanted, I think. What was his name?
I can't remember.
I was telling you today he was talking.
And hello, why me? No, Mr. Laundrie hasn't been found. He's not been found. He's I highly doubt if he's even in the country, to be honest with you. I think all that search was just a useless thing. I think all this stuff has been useless ever since he's been back, and they've done all they've done. I think all that was just foolishness because nobody's done anything of any benefit. Let's see. Walsh, yeah. What's his first name?
Yeah.
I can't think of his first name either. We've seen him. We used to watch
it all the time. Just seen him today. He was talking about it.
I would look in the laundry mats.
Laundrie is his name.
Oh gosh, why me? That took me just a second, okay? John Walsh. Yeah, thank you, Julie. Oh my goodness. Oh. Yeah, why me? I would look in the laundry mats. Prepper Book Club. Hello, Prepper Book Club. Good to see you. We got 45 watching. We got 26 likes. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. And it's easy to forget to do that.
I'm going to mention again about what you're going to be doing, the 30 minutes.
Yeah, we're going to start every evening or every other evening. We're going to try to get on here around 7 o'clock and do about a 30-minute live. And I would like for you, when this one's over, to go into the comments down below. Don't leave it here in the live comments, but wait till the video ends and then go into the comments and leave a comment on topics you would like to discuss over the next while we're doing this. And we'll try to cover some of this stuff over the next little bit. But again, it'll need to be 30-minute topics or less because I really don't want to be on more than that every evening. And we're going to try to start doing some more. I'd really like to do some lives over on locals. I've got 5 left this month, and I think after the next live on here, we'll go over to locals and do one and follow that up, but not this evening. So anyway, said I don't know what channel, but John Walsh is doing a show about it tonight. Alrighty, Happy Mac, give us some topics to talk about, and the rest of you, drop your comments in the comment section below after the live stream, and let us know what you'd like to talk about and discuss, and we'll try to do that. If any of you have any recipes for the vodkas or the rums or stuff like that to make medications or make tinctures or stuff like that, especially medications and tinctures, that's what I'm mostly interested in. Send us an email. Our email link's in the description box below. If you don't mind sharing your recipe, if you have something and it works, we'd really like to know it. And not only that, but I can post it on our website so everybody here can have it. And Mariposa sent us a recipe. We posted that on the website this week under our prepper recipes. It's on there. So if you'd like a good summer stew recipe, go over there and check that out. It looks really good. But anyway, Paulette, we need to do that. We need to pray for everybody involved in this thing because we don't know what all took place. It doesn't look real good for any of them. It doesn't look like anybody's trying to cooperate or work, with the police in this thing. And it would be, Diana said, I would like to discuss who everyone would barter with, friend, family, or ? I don't think I would barter with an acquaintance or stranger. Yeah, we can talk about that later on in the week, Diana. That would be a good thing. Drop that comment in the comment section below, though, when we get done with the video here, so I'll remember it. I don't have anything here in front of me to write with. But yeah, we can talk about that stuff. But yeah, I think it's a good thing to pray for these people that's involved in this in both families. And we just don't know. We don't know what's going to come of it, but we do know that there's been a life lost, and that's sad. It doesn't matter if it would have, it's sad that it's her, and it would have been sad if it had been him. Wouldn't matter who it was. But tonight there's a mother and father missing a daughter, and brothers and sisters missing a sister. So that's sad anytime. But yeah, we certainly need to be in prayer for those folks. And let's be in prayer for each other as preppers, as people who are here trying to get knowledge and the information as to how to keep our households and keep our families that are precious to us, to keep them and their well-being in the forefront of our thoughts, so that we might continue to prep and do the things that will help them. And those of you who are followers of Christ, that we might do this in a godly manner and keep our focus forefront on Christ and ask for his leadership in all this stuff. As long as we do things accordingly, as we should, according to the scripture, then we'll be just fine. And everything will work out just fine, because God's grace will sustain us. And his grace can sustain these people that have had this loss in their family as well. So, guys, we thank you all. We appreciate you very much. And we're going to hop off here. We've been on here about 35 minutes now. But, yeah, watch for us tomorrow evening. We'll try to be back tomorrow evening. We'll look at some of these comments. Don't forget to leave them in the comment section below. We'll look at some of these comments, and we'll try to talk about some of the stuff that you're interested in. Okay, if you're interested in stuff you want to talk about, leave us some comments below, and we'll get on those and see what we can do. So thank you, guys. We love you. We appreciate you so much. And Kathy, thank you for being a moderator for us. Happy Mac and Paulette, we appreciate you guys with us almost since we started as moderators. We really appreciate that. We do. We love all of you. It's you guys that make the channel. And don't forget to thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. We're at 33 and we got 43 online. Don't forget to share the video with your friends and neighbors if you can and don't mind. It helps us a whole lot. So thank you, guys. Until then, we'll see you tomorrow evening, hopefully. Good night, everybody.